Hi, everyone. It's me, Miss Branch, the art teacher, here with lesson 1 of our art projects. So we're going to start with color. You just watched a video on the primary colors, and you saw a chart with the colors of the rainbow. So what we're going to do is learn how to paint the colors of the rainbow. But before we can do that, we got to get our paper started for our project. All right, so I'm going to switch my camera so that we can get started. All right, so in front of you, you have a large sheet of paper. Let me adjust my camera, make sure we're getting everything in here. And what we need to do, this is a little loose. Hold on. Why? Wait. All right, that's interesting. Sorry about that, everyone. All right, there we go. Now it's tight. All right, now it won't wiggle. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is fold our paper in half, what I like to call hamburger. Now we're going to fold it in half, bring the edges together, and then slide your hand up and down and create a fold. And this crease right here, folded the paper in half. And then we're going to fold it in half again. Now this time when we fold it, it's not going to look like a hamburger. It's going to look more like a hot dog. So with hot dog bread, that was like the hamburger bun. So this is the hot dog bread. So we fold it again. And we need to fold it one more time, but we're going to fold it in half this way. I like to call this way grilled cheese. So we go hamburger, hot dog, grilled cheese. And when we open it back up, we have 8 rectangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to use 7 of these because there are 7 colors in the rainbow. So you need your painting supplies. That was on the list. Your palette of tempera cakes, your water basin and your paintbrush, and most important, your cleaning cloth. We're going to use this a lot because we're going to mix colors. All right, so let's start with the order of the rainbow. We're going to start with our first rectangle, and the first color of the rainbow is red. So let me move this over just a little bit so you can see. And the first thing we're going to do is wet our red paintbrush with our bristles. And remember, don't mash the bristles, just go around gently in a circle. And we're going to paint this first rectangle red. I'm painting on the edges first, and then it's easier to just go back and forth like you're sweeping the floor. And if it's not that dark of a red, go ahead and pick up a little more paint, and you can make the red a little darker, because the less water, the darker the paint will be. There we go. So now I have my red rectangle, the first color of the rainbow. All right, so according to that chart, the next color in the rainbow is orange. And since I already have some red on my brush, I'm going to go ahead and I'll get just a little bit of water, just a little dip. And I'm going to pick up a little bit more red. And now I'm going to mix it right here on my orange, yellow to make orange, because red and yellow makes orange. And now that I have some orange paint, I'm going to paint the next color of the rainbow. And I'm going to paint the edges of the rectangle first. And then what's left in my brush, I can go up and down or side to side. And I'm going to pick up some more. So now I have my orange rectangle, the second color of the rainbow. And so now I need to rinse out my bristles, but most importantly, I need to clean my tempera cake. So first thing I'm gonna do is take my cleaning cloth and dip it in the water and get one corner, squeeze out the extra. And now I'm going to wipe it, get all that orange paint off so I still have my yellow and it's ready for when I need to mix the next color. And I'm also going to rinse my bristles by sweeping back and forth. Remember, never tap because water will splash. So always, always, always wipe your bristles on the edge. That way you do not get splashed paint and a lot of water. So, and actually the next color, we did need this cleaned off because the next color of the rainbow is yellow. So let me see. I'll move my paper over. So I'm at my next square. And I'll dip and get a little bit more water, wipe off the extra. And now I'm going to load my bristles up with some yellow just by rotating, gently touching. And now I'm going to paint the edges of my rectangle first. And now I can sweep up and down or side to side, whichever way you like. Let's see, I'm running out of some paint on my bristles, so I have to pick up some more. And there we go. I now have my third color of the rainbow. So 1, 2, 3, and there are 7 colors in the rainbow. So now the next color is green, and we learned from the video that if you mix yellow with blue, you're going to get green. So I need to get some blue and bring it over here. So I need to rinse out my bristles so that I don't get all this yellow on that blue, but I am going to put some of that blue on the yellow. So now I'm going to pick up some blue paint. And now I'm going to mix it in with the yellow paint. And now I get some green. And of course, I'm going to paint the edges first. And now I'm going to paint in the middle of this rectangle. And it looks like I have to pick up some more. And my green is getting a little lighter because I was running out of the blue. I was using up all that I've already used. So there we go. And now we have red, orange, yellow, green, and the next color of the rainbow is blue. But before I can do that, I need to clean my bristles and I need to clean my yellow. So I'm going to go ahead and get another corner. Oop, and well, it wet the yellow corner. And clean that off a little bit. Let me get my next corner. And I'm going to clean the green off. And so now I'm going to leave this in my water basin so it's not in the way. I'm going to go ahead and rinse. Oh, I first got to clean it. Clean that green off and wipe the extra. And now my bristles are just wet enough that I can pick up some blue paint. And I'm just going to go right next to this green, and I'm going to paint the edges first. And now I can go back and forth or up and down, side to side. And it's getting a little lighter in the middle. So what I'm going to do is pick up a little bit more blue. And so now I need to make indigo. Now, indigo is a color in between blue and purple. It's like you mix the blue and purple together. You get like a little darker blue or a little darker purple. It's like neither purple or neither violet and not exactly blue. But what I'm going to do, first I'm going to rinse my bristles. And what we're going to do is add a little bit of red to our blue because we want it darker than regular blue, but we don't want it purple. So that's why I'm going to mix the red in the blue. So I'm going to get some red and I'm going to mix it on this blue, and it's making it a darker blue. So next we get our indigo. Yep, there we go. Beautiful indigo. It's darker than the blue, but it looks purplish, but it's not purple and it's not blue, it's indigo. So it's like a mixture of these two colors. Oops, I picked up some more and I ended up getting more blue because I didn't have enough red. If that happens on your paper, all you need to do is rinse out your bristles a little bit, wet up your indigo or your bluish indigo mix so that you can spread it out, and then rinse your bristles, get a little more red, mix that in, and then you get your indigo again. So I did that, and I'm just going to spread this all through. So it still looks purplish, it still looks bluish. And since I still have some blue on my bristles, I'm going to go ahead and pick up some more blue. And I'm going to get a little dip of water. Let me show you. It's a little dip of water. And I'm going to mix that in with the red to make my violet. And violet and purple are the same color. It's just a color that has two names. Some crayon boxes want to make violet a little darker and then make purple lighter. And it looks more like a red violet. But here we have our seventh color of the rainbow. And let me move my painting supplies away. But before I do that, I gotta clean it. So let me go ahead and wet the corner, squeeze out the extra. I'm gonna clean my red first. I kind of cleaned off the blue when I picked up more blue paint. So I didn't really have to do it, but I'm just gonna be on the safe side and get another corner. And I'm gonna clean around the blue just to make sure I didn't leave any red on there. And clean that off. So you're going to be left with one square that is still white, or it might have some paint splashed on it. It is fun like mine, but this is all part of part one of this project. So we made the colors of the rainbow and we mixed them because we now know that red plus yellow equals orange and yellow plus blue equals green. We also learned that red plus a little bit of red plus blue makes indigo. But then we learned that some blue mixed with red equally will make purple. So we got purple, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. That was backwards. Let me do it the right way. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and purple. All right. So this is all of part one. We got to let this dry so that we can do part two. So now Ms. Branch is going to switch my pen so you can see me again. So part one of lesson one was learning how to mix the colors of the rainbow. And we folded our paper and made rectangles. We're going to turn this into some really cool art once it dries. I will see you in the second part of lesson one. Bye, everyone. And